Hi everybody, Mike Manguy from Luckett Vineyards here. Happy Tidal Bay Day. It feels like it's a long time coming this year, but we're all excited about it. So Tidal Bay, the appellation wine for Nova Scotia, it's in its 10th year now. 2010 was the first vintage, so yeah, it's hard to believe I've made 10 of these. It's a real fun thing for us to do every year. I think I can speak for most of the winemakers in that it's one of the most enjoyable things that we do every year. And it's indicative of what we as a province can produce in a quality, consistent level every year. So Tidal Bay, a little bit about it. If you're not familiar, it's got a strict kind of set of rules in the vineyard as well as the cellar, control of the varieties that we use, the ones that prosper and grow here probably in the greatest capacity, rules about oak, rules about yields in the vineyard, very stringent, sort of a stringent and strict set of protocols that we all sort of adhere to, and the result is a style of wine that will run consistent from all the different wineries that make it. So it's a great little project in that you know what you're getting when you taste a Tidal Bay stylistically, but every place takes its own spin and every sort of a proprietary twist to it, and it really makes for an interesting comparison when you drink across the province. So it's a lot of fun. It's great. So the Luckett Vineyards Tidal Bay 2019 was a challenging vintage. It was a very cold and wet year, and as a result, we've ended up with some really interesting results for a lot of the Tidal Bays. For us, it was a bit of a more austere year, and we've actually made the driest Tidal Bay that we've ever made in almost a decade. So it's really interesting. But like the flavor profiles, this crisp, fresh pear, the citric notes. Very clean, very austere, sort of a saline minerality that kind of runs through things, which is indicative of Tidal Bay. And I used a smaller amount of grapes in the blend this year. Predominantly, the blend is Luckett and Savour, and there's a little bit of Ortega and a little bit of Vidal in there as well. That just sort of add some aromatic component to the wines. All in all, really great project to be a part of. It always has been. I love making it every year. And we're all really excited for the release this year for lots of different reasons. It's been kind of a strange few months, and it feels like some maybe normalcy is coming back a little bit with the release of Tidal Bay. So anyways, I hope you all enjoy it. Get a chance to try to each one, and certainly try the Luckett Vineyards 2019. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I hope you are too. All the best.
Welcome to Domaine de Grand Pré. I'm winemaker Jürg Stutz, and I'm here to talk to you about our Tidal Bay. The winery here in Grand Pré is actually the oldest farm winery in Atlantic Canada, dating back to the late 70s. Our family took over in 1994, and we are celebrating our 20-year anniversary this year, since the reopening in June of 2000. Tidal Bay is an initiative by the Winery Association of Nova Scotia that started almost 10 years ago and evolved in this appellation wine we all know and love today. Like every appellation wine around the world, it comes with a whole set of standards that every producer has to follow. And these standards would include things such as the grape varieties, including their allowable percentages, alcohol content, acidity and sweetness levels, and so on. And most importantly, to add to its credibility and consistency, it has to pass an independent tasting panel year after year. The overall intention of Tidal Bay is to showcase and promote a style of wine that best represents Nova Scotia's cool climate. For more about our wine, here is Flynn.
Hello, my name is Flynn Ross. I'm the sales representative for Domaine de Grand Pré, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the flavors and aromas of Tidal Bay. And I think the best place to start is with our blend. We've always used Luckett Blanc, Savour, Vidal, Ortega, and Jürg Muscat in our blend, and in 2019 have actually introduced a little bit of Chardonnay for the first time. And this helps create consistency through each year. as each year brings variables that we can't control, like the weather, which have a significant impact on the flavors and aromas of a wine. But by using the same blend, we can create these through lines throughout the vintages so that you can get these sort of consistencies. And this helps create a style within a style. Aromatically, you get these really nice tropical aromas that is brought by the New York Muscat. There's also these hints of peach, apricot that Ortega's bringing to the table. And if you're really looking for it, there's these hints of minerality that Luckett and Savour are just they're just tucked away in there. Flavor-wise, it has really lively citrus notes, followed up by some really smooth stone fruit, just help to round it out. It's light, it's crisp, it's aromatic, it's everything a Tidal Bay should be, and above all else, it's delicious. Cheers.